online classes. So today we will study something new. Okay, so the new chapter which we will study today is triangles. Okay, so we will study today triangles. Okay, so first with your introduction. So be very attentive, students, pay attention. We know that a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines, okay, is called a triangle. Tri means three. A triangle has three sides, three angles, and three vertices. For example, in triangle ABC denoted as triangle. So this is the notation, okay. So we will not write the word triangle full. We will use this notation. Triangle ABC. AB, BC, CA are the three sides. Okay. So AB, alright students, AB, BC and CA are the three sides, and this notation is of angles. Okay, I had already told, so I'm explaining again. This notation is of angles. Angle A, this is your angle A, angle B, and angle C. Okay, so let me take the pen. So this is your angle A. Okay, this is your angle A, this is your angle B, and this is your angle C. And the sides, these are the sides. Okay, these are the sides. Okay, AB, right? This is another side. Okay, and this is the third side, BC. So there should be no confusion here, students. Okay, so these are the three sides. So three vertices are clear. This, okay, this vertices, these are the three vertices. Okay, this dots, we don't say them dots, we say them vertices. Vertex A, B, and C, and the plural, okay, of vertex is vertices. Okay, vertex A, B, and C. So plural of vertex is vertices. Okay, these vertices. Okay, now objectives of this lesson: define the congruence of a triangle. This is very important, student. If you do not understand this, you will make mistakes. Second, state the criteria for the congruence of two triangles. Okay, what is the criteria? There are different criteria. Okay, whether it is side, angle, side, all these different types you will study. Third, some properties of a triangle. Okay, we will study some properties of a triangle. Fourth, inequalities in a triangle. So as I have written also, it is not in your syllabus, but we will do it in a brief manner just for your knowledge, students. You are in 9th class, you should know this. Okay, we won't do the exercise, so don't ask me again. We will not do this exercise. Okay, inequalities in a triangle, this is just for your knowledge. I will explain. Okay, so defining the congruence of a triangle. Let us take triangle ABC. You can see this triangle ABC. Okay, and triangle XYZ, triangle XYZ. So this notation, students, is of triangle. So okay, don't forget this. Okay, this notation is of triangles, and this also triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, such that corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal. Okay, understand this, corresponding angles. This means angle A, see I have written here corresponding parts. So angle A will be equal to angle X. So this angle A will be equal to angle X. Okay, angle B will be equal to angle Y. Okay, let me take pen, students. This, okay, angle A will be equal to angle X. Angle B, okay, will be equal to angle Y. So these are corresponding. Okay, and angle C will be equal to angle Z. Okay, so these are the corresponding angles. This means see here A. So don't take in this triangle Y or Z. No, if you're taking in triangle ABC this A, okay, this, so you have to take on this side also same. Okay, are you following? So this will be your angle A equal to angle X. Okay, students, have you followed? So these are the corresponding angles, and similarly corresponding sides. AB, so we are taking this side of a triangle AB. Okay, this side. So AB will be equal to XY. Okay, when you're taking AB, you will not take XZ, you will take XY. Okay, similarly when we are taking this AC, okay, when we are taking this AC, okay, AC, so AC will be corresponding to what? XZ. Are you following? And BC will be equal to YZ. So BC will be equal to YZ. Understand this, otherwise you will not follow congruence and you will make mistake and then it will be very difficult for you to understand. Okay, so this is the meaning of congruence. Okay, this is the meaning of this word congruence. Okay, corresponding parts. See, I have written also all this hard work and labor is for you students. See the diagram, see all this notation which I have used. Okay, this is for you. Okay, don't simply watch this video, sit with your registers, sit with your pen and write what I'm explaining you simultaneously so that you understand clearly. Okay, so this is the meaning of the word congruence. So next, now we see that sides of triangle. Okay, this notation is of triangle. Triangle ABC coincides with the sides of triangle XYZ. Okay, so triangle ABC and this is a triangle XYZ. Here triangle ABC, this notation is of congruence. Can you see this notation? This is of congruence. We say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ, which means two triangles are congruent. Okay, if all the sides and all the angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and the angles of the other triangle. Okay, I explained in the previous slide. See, I explained in the previous slide corresponding angles and corresponding sides. Okay, so in this way the triangles will be congruent. Next, this also means that A corresponds to X, B corresponds to Y and C corresponds to Z. Alright, understand this? Okay, the triangle, if you see, okay, for any two congruent triangles, the corresponding parts are equal and are termed as CPCT. Very important, students. CPCT, what does this mean? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, okay, are equal. So we don't say that CPCT, we say CPCT, which means corresponding parts of congruent triangles, okay, will be equal. So you have to keep this in mind. This is what we will be using, CPCT. Okay, so I hope you have understood the meaning of congruence. Okay, what do you mean by congruence? Okay, I hope you have understood this word congruence. It is very important. Now, depending upon the triangle, okay, depending upon the sides and angle, there will be different congruence which we will study. So have you understood the basic meaning of the congruence? Okay, now we will proceed. So these are the different criteria for congruence of two triangles. So first one is side, angle, side. 1 minute, students. Okay, this is your side, angle, side congruence. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. Now, how do you remember, student? See this SAS. So remember, S stands for side, A is for angle and S is for side. So SAS congruence, this means you have to check for the side, you have to check for the angle and you have to check for the side. Similarly, ASA, so you will check for the angle, you will check for the side and for the angle. Okay, what is angle, angle, side? So two triangles are congruent if any two pairs of angle and one pair of sides are equal. Okay, what is angle, side, angle? If two angles and the included side. Okay, now this is the easiest way to remember, SSS. So this means side, side, side congruence. If three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then two triangles are congruent. And RHS, right angle, hypotenuse, side congruence. So these two congruence we will use for the next exercise. For the first exercise, these three are important. Okay, side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side. So we will discuss this, students. Okay, students. So AC, okay, you can see this, AC is equal to PR. Okay, this is what I was telling, that AC, okay, you can see this, AC is equal to PR. Okay, angle C, you can see this, angle C, okay, angle C is equal to angle R. And BC, this is your BC, BC is equal to QR. So that is what you have to keep in mind, the corresponding sides and corresponding angles. Okay, so this is your SAS congruence. Side, see here, side, angle and side. So that is why I've written also 1, 2, 3. So AC is equal to PR, angle C is equal to angle, and this notation is of angle. Okay, angle, this notation is of angle. Okay, angle C is equal to angle R and BC is equal to QR. So corresponding sides. Okay, so that is what corresponding, okay, corresponding sides and angles. Okay, so then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, see, ABC is congruent. This notation, okay, this notation is of congruence. Okay, congruence. This notation is of congruence. Okay, so triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. By which congruence? SAS congruence. Now see, ASA congruence. So angle, side, angle. See triangle ABC and triangle DEF. A first, okay, angle BAC. Okay, angle BAC. So this angle BAC is equal to angle EDF. So can you see the student, the angle which arrow is pointing, corresponding angles. Okay, and I have written here also. Okay, you can see clearly. Okay, angle, okay, BAC is equal to angle EDF. Okay, then ASA. So S stands for side. So which side? AC. So you can see this AC. Okay, AC is equal to DF. Okay, third angle ACB. AC. Okay, this ACB is equal to angle DFE. Okay, DFE. Okay, angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. Can you see the arrows? So corresponding angles and the included side. Okay, then triangle ABC is congruent. This notation is of congruence. Okay, to triangle DEF by ASA congruence. Okay, I hope students you are following. Okay, I hope you are following. So in this way we will use different type of congruence depending what is given in the questions. Okay students, as I have repeated, I am repeating again. Don't just simply watch this video. Sit with your registers and your pen, note down what I have explained, draw the figures, understand this carefully and see this video. Okay, watch this video twice. Okay, all this labor and hard work is for you students. Okay, drawing this is not easy. Okay, but still this hard work is for you so that you don't miss your maths, you understand the concepts and you study well and get good marks. Okay, and just start with your exercise, first 2-3 questions, then I will send you the video and we will study more questions. Just try 2-3 questions. So study well, all the best.